Oh my gosh, it's you. What's up? Hey, how's it going? It's time for Feedback Friday because it's Friday. I'm pretty sure it's Friday. Actually, I don't even know what day this is. But anyways, it's time for some Q&A. That's pretty quick. Sorry, Nick. For this Feedback Friday, I asked you to post your question on Facebook along with one of your favorite moments from playing the game. Colonel Chaotic Marshall. Oh, he's got a favorite moment. Or her. I don't know. Let's just leave it as a squatty. My favorite moment is when the first Fallen Zones arrived. Oh yeah, that was something special. It was like an all-new zone, basically. Destroyed by Loki. And when Guardians of the Galaxy characters arrived. But my most favorite moment out of all of them was when I first saw Snacks in the first episode of Squad Time. Episode. Oh. Thanks, man. That was very cool. Square Roaming Saber wants to know, Snacks, where do you teleport people after you say Shazam be gone? It's a very dark place. You definitely don't want to be there. There is cheesecake though, so it's a trade-off. Darkness for cheesecake. Who can, you know? I mean, I really like cheesecake. That's the thing. Volcanic Lancer Hydra wants to know his favorite moment or her favorite moment. Let's just say Squatty again. Finally being able to play a game as an Alpha Flight hero. Alpha Flight. Question: will you add more Alpha Flight? Oh gosh, I love Alpha Flight, so maybe I'll just keep screaming that in Paul's ear for the next week. Sneak in a bonus question. Will you update the top 10 medallions? Yes. That's probably gonna be pretty soon, so make sure you hold on to your records, otherwise you might lose them. Next question comes from Wily Raider Axe. Question: why am I so hooked on this game? That sounds like is that a bad or a good thing? It sounds like a good thing? To me it does. Maybe it's because there are 180 heroes? Is that how much we have? Favorite moment being desperate to know how to get Captain America before he was in the shop, when he was only available to closed beta testers. That's pretty cool. Been around for a while, have we? Let's do Duke Plastic. Snacks, how was your vacation? Aw, well thanks for asking. My vacation was pretty crazy. Let's see. I stayed with my aunt and uncle and at their farm, and my uncle needed some help, you know, with farming, and he couldn't speak a bunch of languages, so we had to get a couple robots, you know, to help out. One of the robots went away. I met up with this really weird, strange guy who knew my dad, because I never met my dad. And when I went back to the house, my uncle and aunt were kind of disposed of. So I had to, you know, I had a decision to make. I went with the old creepy guy. He said my dad was a great warrior, and he said he was taken out by this other dude, so I wanted to find that guy. So, you know, we went off. I met my sister. I didn't even know I had a sister. You know, we blew up that bad guy's base. It was pretty cool. It's a pretty cool blow up explosion. And then, you know, to make a short story shorter, turns out the bad guy was actually just my dad. So yeah, it was a pretty weird vacation, but that was definitely real too. The next question comes from Brave Forgetful Rex. Is Squad Time coming back now that Snacks is back from vacation? I guess we'll have to ask Christina. She's up next.
Hello, Squaddies. Brave Forgetful Rex wants to know, is Squad Time coming back now that Eric's vacation is done? And the answer to that is yes. We have some really funny plans in the works to go along with our upcoming 4th anniversary, so you guys better stay tuned because I think it's going to be the best one yet. Rebel Bright Fighter wants to know if we've ever considered doing some of the frog-based characters like Toad or Throg or, you know, some of those. We actually did talk about it at one point. We had a whole plan of doing all the pet Avengers, including Throg. Unfortunately, that kind of got put off to the side. When we did the investigation, it was very difficult. It would be all new rigs, all new animations, and at the time we looked into it, we just had to table it for the amount of work it was going to be. But it's something we keep bringing back up every year when we sit down and do planning, and one of these days I would love to get this in the game because I think it would be a real hoot and I think players would really enjoy it. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get to do it sometime. Tundra Protector Manatee wants to know, how long does it take us to make a character? Well, making a character is actually a pretty long, complicated process. So the first step is always, sort of sitting down as a team, figuring out what we're going to do. Someone does a write-up about the character. That takes a couple of days, not a big deal. Then we have concept art done. That typically takes anywhere from 3 days to a week, depending on, sort of the complexity of the character. Then we need to do modeling, rigging, and texturing for the character. That's where you actually make the model itself that you would be playing in game. You add the texture to it of what it's actually you wrapped that model with. So it's all the different colors you see, the facial animations, that's all on texture. And as far as rigging, that's what all the animations hook to. The biggest piece of the work that we do for every character is the animations. And depending on the complexity of the characters and how similar it is to other characters we've already done, this task can go anywhere from a week to as far out as a month and a half, in cases like Doc Ock, where he has all the arms moving, or Rocket Raccoon, where we did a whole bunch of new tech where he can kind of move from side to side instead of just going backwards and forward. Then you also have to have your VFX, which is your visual effects. We have a different artist who works on those. So all the sparkles and the shine and all of that you see on the characters, that's all VFX. We also have audio and SFX added, so that adds even additional time. And then we have to add QA testing and rounds of feedback and kind of internal play tests. So by the time we're all done, as a team, we've probably spent anywhere from 2 months to 3 months of work across the board just to get one character out. Squire Roaming Saber wanted us to know that we are only 36 characters away from breaking the world record for the largest video game roster. I had no idea. I actually had to go look it up, and if I'm finding the link that you are referring to, the game was actually Tobal 2, which is a Japan-only release fighter game, released in 1997. That's pretty cool. We had absolutely no idea, so we're gonna have to go back very carefully and start counting all of our playable characters and figure out just how close we really are to that line. They had 200 playable characters, so we'll have to see just how close we really are. I think by last count I had like 180 on the list, so, but thank you for letting us know. We're definitely gonna have to go check that one out.
Let's see here. Centurion Spy asks what Secret Wars books we are most looking forward to and what Secret Wars content is being discussed. We're discussing a lot of it because Secret Wars is going to be crazy and it's like everything, and all mashed up, so there's a lot of things that could happen. Books I'm looking forward to, Armor Wars, big Iron Man fan. A-Force, that's going to be awesome. And Spider-Verse, because Spider-Verse, when it was running, was good, and more Spider-Verse equals more awesome. Centurion Spy's favorite moment was the last CBR squad team flash mob.
It was awesome, bro.
Yeah, cool. Toxic Peasant Skull says, can you tell us some characters that are on Marvel's Do Not Use list? Yes. Let's see, there's Super Guy, Bat Dude, Aquafella, Wonder Man. Wait, we already did Wonder Man. Wonder Somebody. Anyway, we can't use them ever. Kingdom Squirrel Lumberjack, which is a really awesome squad name, says, will you guys make a Dark Surfer mission? We already have one. The Mayhem mission in Baxter. There's a Dark Surfer mission there. Are we going to make another one? Quite possibly. He's a pretty cool guy, and we definitely could do some more fun things with him. The favorite moment from Kingdom Squirrel Lumberjack is when I got my squad level to 1,000. Pretty awesome. Good job. So King Funny Janitor, that's a great name, says, is there a chance of odd characters like Howard the Duck, NFL Super Pro, Woot, Orb, Frogman, Bybeast, Zemnu the Titan, nice, Orgo, Hellcow, and Lockjaw? with an addition of, yes, these are all real. We know. We didn't even have to look them up. So is there a chance? Yes. As a matter of fact, some of the characters on that list have been talked about more than once, believe it or not. How big is that chance? So never say never, but you know, with some other guys that are way more popular than those guys, they're going to be on the top of the list. So yes, we do look at all the characters in the Marvel Universe, and even the funny ones are considered, especially that frog with the magic hammer. We like him a lot.
Well, that about does it here at Squad Headquarters. Make sure you subscribe to our Facebook channel so you can participate in our Feedback Friday. Every Thursday when we make a post, you can answer the... Why am I talking like that? Just subscribe to Facebook, because we post on there asking you for Feedback Friday questions. And then we answer them on Friday. It's like a total thing that we do, right? Yeah. So, goodbye. Shazing! What is my sign off again? I don't even know what it is. I'm on vacation.